Okay, so in this video, I am going to I'm going to demonstrate how you should have created your grid. So I've opened up InDesign, and you should have your grid design with you so you could put in all the measurements. Like for instance, let's say your page trim size is 7 inches by 9 inches. I put that in. Facing pages, we want to put in 7 pages. And then after, place your margins the way your margins are set up on your original grid design that you submitted earlier. Create your document. And so you should have 7 blank pages at this point. And in order to create your grid, what I want you to do then is not to draw on these 7 pages, but to go to the master pages. Master pages, everything you put on a master page will appear on these pages. So let's say your grid is a 4-column grid with 1 pica gutter space. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a text box on the left side, and I am going to go over to, I'm going to select it and go over here to this area where it says number of columns. And I'm going to tell it 1, 2, 3, 4 columns. And if my gutter width is 1p, I'm going to type in 1p for gutter. That's what this space is here. And so now what I have is a text box with 4 columns. I'm not going to use that text box though. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use my guides and put them where my columns are sitting on in the text box that I made. And there's a reason why I'm doing that, which I'll show you in just a little bit, but I'm not using a text box. And then I'm going to repeat the same process on the right-hand page. Just line them up to the column width and the gutter width that I set up automatically. And then when I do that, I gotta adjust, that'll be okay. So then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take that column or that text box that I made and I'm gonna delete it. And so now what I'm going to do is, using my rulers, I want to put a horizontal guide at a 1/2 inch from the top on both pages, left and right hand side. And I want to put a 1/2 inch from the bottom. And this is going to be for what's called folios and headers and footers, which I will explain later what they are. But then, and then after, I want to have a second horizontal line that drops about 2 inches down. And so this will be the area where my text will always go, and the area above it will be blank white space. So notice that now that I put all of my guides on my master pages, watch what happens when I go to my page 1 through 7. It appears, everything I did on the master pages appears on pages 1 through 7, okay? So you should have this, hopefully you will revise what you've done if you didn't do it this way. And those of you that did do it this way, I've asked you to make some slight changes or alterations, but this is what your project should look like, okay? Thank you.